Hi, my name is Mike, and when I was much younger, I worked as a wedding DJ. It was a lot of fun. It was a great part-time job for a student, and I got to see a lot of people begin their new lives together. There were a few things I could always count on. Laughter, family, food, great music, and a rocking party on the dance floor, sure, but also family and cultural traditions being passed on from generation to generation. One of my favorites is something some brides did, wearing something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. One day I thought, what if we could do the same thing with music? Make a playlist based on this. Well, we can and we did, and this is Wedding Music, your 4-song microburst of musical awesomeness. Hi everybody, Mike here, live at REDRUM Records, my favorite record store here in South Surrey, White Rock, with another episode of Wedding Music, aka your weekly dose of vitamin awesome. We're going to start, we've got a great playlist for you this week. Let's get going. Hey, first let's start with something old. We're going to start with an artist named Sting. You might know him from his work as a solo artist, as well as his band, The Police. Now, anyone who knows me personally knows this is kind of an odd choice, because I don't talk about this much, but I hate The Police. The band, not the other ones. It just never was my thing, but over the years I've come to become a big fan of his solo work. Number one, it's very well mixed from a musical point of view, and second of all, I think it's really good music. It's well written, it's well produced, and I really like it. Now there's so many ways I could go with this, but I'm going to take the easy route, which is Fields of Gold. If you're not a fan of Sting, this is a song that'll help bridge the gap, and if you're a fan of Sting, it's a nice walk down memory lane. We've got a really good one this week for something new. One of my favorite bands of all time is the Foo Fighters. I have loved watching this band mature, I have loved watching this band grow, and to me, I still believe Skin and Bones is one of the best live albums of all time. Well, we're very lucky. We have a new album this week. Well, not quite this week, but we have a new album right about now-ish from the Foo Fighters. It's called Medicine at Midnight. We're going to go with the first track. You might have heard it on the radio, you might not have. It's called Shame Shame. Again, if you have a good sounding system at home, it's going to sound amazing on that system. If you just like great music, it's still going to play really well. For something bored, we're going to go with one of the top rock bands of all time, certainly one of the early pioneers of rock and roll, and one of the bands that really pioneered that hard rock and rhythm and blues sound. Of course, we're talking about The Who. I loved The Who live in the 60s. Well, point of clarification, I wasn't alive in the 60s, but I love watching videos of The Who in the 1960s. By far the most powerful and explosive band of the time. We're going to listen to live at the Monterey Pop Festival, and because this is a cover, we're going to choose Eddie Cochran's Summertime Blues, and also because it's winter and it's miserable and we kind of wish it was summer. And finally, we're going to go with something blue, aka the blues, and I thought we'd go all the way back to the original Delta blues man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson was an originator in blues. Later on, Led Zeppelin actually purchased the majority of his catalog, A, because they used a lot of it, and B, because they wanted to preserve it. And there's so many different songs of his that have become staples in the blues. He is one of the people who laid down the foundation. Now, in a previous episode, we talked about guys like Howlin' Wolf. This guy laid down the foundation for guys like Howlin' Wolf, who later lay down the foundation for groups like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and pretty much everything else we enjoy today. So many amazing songs in this guy's career. He died very young, under very mysterious circumstances, but he left us some music to enjoy. We're going to choose Sweet Home Chicago, great blues standard, great version. You get to hear it in its infancy, because everything else you've heard after that is a copy of this. I want to say thanks again for watching this week. This has been Wedding Music. My name is Mike. I am your host, and I'm coming to you live from REDRUM Records, my local record store in my community here in South Surrey, White Rock, reminding you that no matter where you live, make sure you support your local record store. A, because music is an important part of our lives and we could all use more of it, and B, because we should all be trying to think about ways to support local businesses in our communities. As always, the playlists are going to be available in Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal, but hey, we all know the best way to experience it is on vinyl. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Now that you found us, don't miss a single episode and don't miss a single playlist. Like or subscribe and make sure you follow us. Tell your family, tell your friends. Heck, even if you meet strangers on the street who seem like they might like music, tell them too. Tell them about Wedding Music so we can keep bringing you awesome playlists. We'll see you next week.